super speedy patch 8.14 notes. Alright, first up, we got Aatrox getting nerfed pretty much all around. He'll be pretty... This is a pretty hard nerf. Like, when you nerf the base Q damage of the first Q, it nerfs every single one of the other Qs, so that's good. Does less damage to minions, higher E cooldown. Aatrox got a pretty hard nerf here. He'll probably still be alright. Fizz got changes, not quite sure what this means. You probably will see the same amount of Fizz you do now. Jinx, slight buff, probably won't be played that much. Karma, a change, like it's kind of a nerf and kind of a buff, like it's just a change. I would say she'd be in the same state after this patch. Scion, slight buff, doesn't really do anything, and this is coming from someone who really likes Scion. This doesn't mean next to anything. But I guess take what you can get. Twitch, slight buff, kind of the same thing as Jinx. Ahri got buffed, but she'll still be trash. Her passive is just non-existent, and I don't think the champ is that good in general. But she can take this buff 0.4 seconds on level 1 charm. Not bad. Cassiopeia got a buff. It's not really significant. I don't know what the reason behind such a small buff is. Like, it doesn't really... I don't even think Cassiopeia is in a bad spot, but, you know, I guess Cassiopeia players will be kind of happy. I think Corki is going to be a good mid laner this patch because of this buff. 40 damage level 1 is insane, and they're doubling the resistance level 1 that it shreds. I think he will be significantly better, considering his level 1 through 7 will basically be hard buffed because of this. 40 damage is a lot, especially like when you're doing level 2 fights or level 3, and double the shred. I think Corki might come back to meta because of this. Elise, slight buff, doesn't mean anything. Nasus, slight buff, probably doesn't mean anything. I give it like a 5% chance this actually means something. Pantheon, slight buff, not really sure why, but whatever. Like, this isn't gonna make him nuts. Switch songs, I don't feel like listening to this. Rek'Sai, slight buff. She'll be in the same spot as usual. Sivir buff. I think Sivir's on the come up right now anyway, and this will make her a little bit better. I don't think this means that much, considering spamming Boomerang Blade makes you go anyway. This is just like kind of a team fight buff. Vel'Koz got buffed, which is really surprising because I think he's already good. And this 0.2 AP ratio is not bad on an AoE spell. I think Vel'Koz might be a pretty good mid laner this patch. Vayne got buffed. I mean, it's just another Vayne buff. Eventually she'll be good with all these buffs. Vi got buffed, but not in a really healthy way. I think buffing the cooldown on her point and click CC spell is not the way to buff a champion. I don't think Vi will be meta off this, but people who dislike Vi, and there are a lot of them because she has point click CC, will be unhappy because this will resurge some Vi players in solo queue. Less than 2 minutes on rank 1 ult, not bad. Victor, slight buff. He doesn't really need it, but whatever. Mundo got a nerf. This is actually pretty good because when you Q on Mundo and you kill a minion, you actually gain some health back due to Revitalize Mastery. And now you'll lose a little bit of HP, so when you're hitting a cleaver, you're not going to be regenerating health anymore. You're just going to be losing a small amount, which isn't huge, but it does help a little bit when it comes to how safe his lane phase is. Rakan got nerf. Like, this isn't that big of a deal. Rakan will still be good. Says Ronnie nerf. I don't think the max stun duration was being used that often anyway. I think she'll still be solid. Shen got nerfed, and I don't know why, because he's falling more and more out of meta every week. I think this will solidify. I don't think this is all of a sudden, oh my god, Shen is so bad, but this will make him a pretty low priority pick. Swain got nerfed. He needed it. He's pretty strong right now. He'll still be alright. Just a little less damage on his R, but he's so good because he's so safe in lane and he's got a lot of good synergy with support characters. Talon got nerfed and he needed it. This will help manage his wave clear where he can just clear wave in 1W and roam. I think he can probably still do that because he just goes team up, but like this will make him a little more manageable. Like 40 less damage on the return, not bad. Wukong got nerfed. I mean, I guess like I think he's still not very good because he doesn't really do much in competitive play, but I think this is more like a solo queue nerf for lower rating. Lower rating just gets shit on by Wukong. It's been that way for years, so whatever. I mean, this champion won't be like a real champion until he gets a rework or even a mini rework. Zoe nerf. I mean, it's fine. Like, it kind of helps with the ignite Zoe, who just burns their summoner spells and they get the spell thief damage. So this is pretty good for her all in. This is a nerf to the funneling strategy where now I'm pretty sure it's just gone because of this. Teleport got nerfed. It's pretty significant. I don't think you're going to be seeing ignite in pro play top lane, but this will get rid of a lot of the teleport users in other lanes other than top. That being said, like, I don't want teleport to go away entirely. I do agree that teleport is pretty unbalanced and it shouldn't be where half the team takes teleport, but I really don't want it to go back to ignite top lane because I think that is really bad for snowballing top laners, like specifically for top laners who aren't meta and they just get destroyed by meta champions, because a meta champion with ignite will always destroy a non-meta champion with ignite. And a lot of the reasons some champions are even viable is because teleport is in the game, and teleport wasn't in the game, you could never lane and you just get shit on and you'd be worthless for the entire game. So I'm hoping this isn't the nail in the coffin. Conqueror got nerfed. I think that's good. Like, people like Renekton and Jax use this really, really well. Almost too well. Ghost Poro, good change. I think it'll be alright. Like, I think this is actually worth taking now when before it was never worth taking. And on the contrary, Zombie Ward is almost never worth taking now because you don't get it out of friendly wards anymore. It's only when killing enemy wards, so I think it's trash. Cursor update, woohoo. Chap select, bug fixes, and that's it. So if you have any questions, ask in chat and I'll answer if it's not a dumb question. See you guys later.